Hello, welcome back everyone. In this video, let's talk about VS Code interface, okay, and the essential settings that we need to actually do to get our full stack web development journey ready. So this is brought to you by the Global Genius, all right? So in this video, we are going to learn, we are going to understand the Visual Studio Code interface. Each section is used for essential set, what each section is used for. We're looking at the Explorer, the code editor, and other sections. We take a look at what they are used for. We also look at the essential settings every beginner must enable. Then we also show how to code faster with Visual Studio Code tools. Okay. So now, if you're new to coding, there are too many buttons on the Visual Studio Code. So let me open it. All right. You can see that if it's your first time, it's very confusing. So let me show you how to open your Visual Studio Code properly. Now, make sure whenever you want to open your Visual Studio Code, make sure you are opening it in from the folder that you're working with. Now, let's assume now that I have this free 30 days full stack series. I would open this folder. So if I want to open Visual Studio Code from this free 30 days full stack, I will right click, okay, and click on show more options, and then I'll click with open with code. All right. But this is not where I want to. I want to open it from day one, this day one folder. Okay. So I'm going to right click on it. All right. I will click on show more options and then I'll open with code. All right. Now that's one way. If I click on open with code, it's going to open Visual Studio Code um, in this folder. And you can see that is what we have here. Okay. So sorry, for some reason okay. Okay. Yeah, that's too much. All right. So I'm just zooming it. So for some reason, okay, so look at it. Okay. You can see the Visual Studio Code. I have opened it from here. That's one way. Let me close it and show you another way. When you're inside of the folder, okay, right click, shift, control shift, right click. All right. Open in terminal. Do you understand? Or if you right click, click on open in terminal. If you open in terminal, okay, then inside of this PowerShell, just do code space dot and you hit enter. It will open this Visual Studio Code from that day one folder. You see what I did here? Okay, there are two ways. It's either you do it this way or you do it the other way. Okay, so very simple. You can just take this video back to see what I just did. Okay, so now the Visual Studio Code is opened. Okay, there is a setting that I did here that is making my code look this big. So let me go back and change it. Okay, so I think I'm going to come back to this, but let me just remove everything here. I will save. Okay, it's back to normal. All right. So now this is our Visual Studio Code. You can see that there are so many things here. Where do you start from? That is the essence of this video. Okay. Now there are too many buttons. There are too many menus. There are too many options. So don't worry. You are only going to learn the things that you need. I'm going to show you the few things that you need, and as we go on, you'll be learning more as we go on. So the Visual Studio Code interface has four main areas. It has four main areas. The first one is the Explorer. Now, let me show you the Explorer. This is the Explorer. Okay. This part, you can see the title here, Explorer. This is the Explorer. The Explorer contains your files, all right, that you're working with. That's the Explorer. We have the code editor. We have the editor, and this is your editor. This is where you write code. The editor is where you open your files to write your code. Okay. You have the terminal. Now, we have terminal. So if I also want to run, I don't know if you know what is terminal, but don't worry, as we go on, you're going to understand. If I look at these three dots here, click on it, you'll see terminal, open new terminal. So the terminal is where we do some certain things, okay? That thing I did in the PowerShell, you can also do it from here. So, but you're going to learn more about it. Okay, the terminal is open right now. So we can do, when we are installing some packages, npm, whatever, this is where we are going to work from. Okay, we have extensions. Okay, now this is the extension pan. Okay, this extension, look at it. Look at where my cursor is. Okay, this is extension. So we are going to talk more about some extensions that we are going to be installing here. Okay, so when you master these four areas, Visual Studio Code becomes easier for you as a beginner. These are mostly the things that you need. All right. So let's take a look at the Explorer. In the Explorer is where you're going to open folders, create files, manage project structure. So if I go to the Explorer now, let me close the extension. Let me open the Explorer. Now, look at this look at all these icons here. If you take your mouse to it, you will see new file, you will see new folder, you will see refresh Explorer, and you will see collapse folders in Explorer. So if I want to create a new file now, I can come inside of this Explorer, all right, and I will right click and then I can see new file, new folder, and blah blah. There's a whole lot of things to do here. All right. So I can click on new file and I will create my new file. Or I can click on this one to create a new file. Okay, if I want to create a folder, I can click on this one, create folder, or I can right click and click on new folder. Then you just give it a name for your folder. Okay, so this is the Explorer. Basically, this is where you see your code, your files, the files that you're working with. Okay, so if you can create a file called index.html, style.css, script.js. So these are kind of files you can create from your Explorer. So let me go now. Let me add another. I'll say this file. I will call it um, index.css. Okay, you can say I've created a new file and now it has, oh, sorry, the name is wrong. Okay, so index, okay, so now you can see the file is here and the code editor is here. So if I want to write any code here, this is where I'll write it. All right, this is where I'll write any code here. So now you can just try and create some files here on your Explorer. Think of your Explorer as your project manager. This is where all your files that you're working with are being managed, okay? Now, the code editor is where you write your code, your HTML code, your CSS or JavaScript code. That is where you see some syntax highlighting, errors are shown in real time. So it is in the code editor. Let me go back to the app.js. It is in the code editor that you actually get to see you write your code. When if you make a mistake, okay, if you make a mistake, you would also see your mistakes here. All right. If you make mistakes, you would also see your mistake here. All right. So let's say now I'm trying to, if I do, let you see, I have made a mistake here and I'm seeing everything here. So the code editor gives you syntax highlighting, it gives you some intelligence, it gives you so many things. Okay. So this is where coding happens. So if you want to write your code, it is the code editor. This is where you write your code. So the terminal is where we run commands. We might not be running any commands so far because of like I like to teach from scratch. So now this is where you run your Node.js command, but let me show you some commands that you can run. So let's assume now that I have this file. Let's assume now I want to run, let's assume I want to run console.log. Let's assume I want to run console.log hello world, and I want to use Node.js to run this code. It is in the terminal that I'm going to run this code. So I'll come to the terminal. All right, I will say node, all right, node, and then app.js. Don't worry, in the next video, we are going to show you how to install Node. All right, how to install Node and Git. All right, so if I hit enter, it will run my code, hello world. So it is in the terminal that you can run some command, especially your Node.js commands. Okay, so it is the terminal that you install packages. As we go on, you will learn more about this. It is in the terminal that you use some Git command. So if I want to do some Git command here, I can come here and say Git add, or I can come and say git init, and once I hit enter, okay, it will create a Git folder for me somewhere here. You can see the colors have changed because I have initialized this project to be a Git project. You can see that the colors have changed for some reason, but don't worry, these are the things you're going to learn. So it is in the terminal that you actually perform some Git actions. So the shortcut to the terminal is control that I don't even know what I don't know what to call that. Control you can back tick. Okay, so if I want if let me close the terminal now. So if I want to open the terminal shortcut, I'll say control um where do I even see this guy? Okay, so look for it has opened for me. I don't know what to call that character. Okay, but you saw the character control. Look for this character. Is it high? It's not hyphen. I don't know what to call it, but look for it. So you don't need CMD outside of VS Code anymore. You don't need your command prompt outside of VS Code. So everything inside of VS Code is there. Everything you need to work as a full stack developer is in your VS Code. So let's talk about extensions. Extensions is how you actually add more power to VS Code. Now, so many of you have been seeing me use the Go Live extension. So now, um, extensions are add superpowers to your VS Code. So Live Server is one that I mostly use. So let me show you how to do it. You can see now, I am on this HTML page and it's asking me to go live. It's because I have installed Go Live Server. So how do you install extensions? Click on these extensions. Now come to the search bar, type live server. For me, I already have it installed. All right. My own, I already have it installed. Look at it. I already have it installed. This is the one you're going to install, this live server. I already have it installed. But if you don't have it installed, it will ask it to, you will see this install button here. All right. So now, like this, if you click on it, you'll see the install button. For me, it's saying uninstall or disable. But for your own, you are going to see install. All right. You also see the install button here. So just click on it. Once you click on it, it will start installing. And once it is done installing, when you can now, you will now be seeing this go live. You will see this go live button here. So this is how to install extension. I already have the live server. Another extension you can install is Prettier. Prettier is used to format your code. So go to the extension, type Prettier. I already have it installed. Type Prettier. Okay. So look at the one I'm talking about here. You will see this prettier code formatter. You would also see install. My own, I have installed it. Okay, so but you will say install. Click on it to install it. All right. Make sure you do it now. Make sure you do it now. If you have done it, if you have installed your live server, I want you to type in the comment section, type live server. If you have also installed your prettier, I want you to also type in the comment section prettier. Okay. So then ESLint is another thing you can install, but we are not going to install it now. So VS Code becomes powerful through extensions. As we go on, you're going to see more extensions that you're going to install. I have a lot of extensions installed in my VS Code. So, but as we go on, I'll be showing you the ones that are necessary for this journey, okay? So let us take a look at some settings that make your code easier. First one is autosave. Now, autosave, we have autosave, we have format on save, we have the font size, so we have word wrap. So let me show you how we do this one. But let's start with autosave. Now, if I write any code, let me go back to the Explorer. If I write any code, all right, if I make any changes here now, H1, if I say JavaScript, day one, I just say VS Code. Okay. You you can see that it automatically saved it for me. Okay. Okay. So now there are some settings I have done here. Okay. So now if you want to go to your settings, okay, control, okay, if you want to go to your setting, control, click on control comma, do control comma, all right? It brings the setting, this thing here, all right? Go to your text editor, okay? Um, autosave. Okay. So this is formatting, okay? Um, oh my God, autosave. Okay, so I will search for autosave. I will search for autosave. Look at it here. Okay. So look at it here. Now let me show you. Just type it. If you did not see it here, just type in autosave. It will come out here. Now I told Visual Studio Code to autosave my work as I'm typing to autosave it after some delay. All right. So after some delay, all right, it should save it for me. So, but if I say off, it means that if I say off, it means that I will manually save my work. But if I say auto save and I say after delay, it's going to save my work after some milliseconds. But there's something I'm supposed to see that I'm not seeing, like the time to save it. Okay, so now this will actually help you if you have autosave set, all right, so that what before immediately after once you make any change, the Visual Studio Code will save it for you. So come to this autosave and don't set it to off. Don't set it to off. By default, it is off. So just make it like after delay. Okay. So there's something I'm actually looking for here, but I don't know. I can't say it. How many, as in how many minutes or how many seconds do I want it to wait before saving it? Look at it, auto delay. All right. So scroll down so that you see this auto save delay. See what you're going to do. The auto save, make it select after delay, then come down and then make it this auto save delay. Here I said 1000 milliseconds. It means that after 1 second, it will save it for me. So if you want to increase it, that is up to you. But this is auto save and auto save delay. After 1 millisecond, it will save it for me. So as soon as I'm typing, it is saving it for me. After 1 milliseconds is very, very small. Okay, so it's just saving it almost immediately for me. That's one. Another one we take a look at is the format on save. So I believe you have installed the what's it called again? I believe you have installed the Prettier. So this one I'm going to talk about now is with formatting. Come to formatting and says format on save. So look at it. Look at this code. This code is not formatted at all. It's not properly formatted. I am scattering the code. The code is not properly formatted. All right. So if I save it, it doesn't format it automatically. But if I go to my settings now and say format on save, so it means that whenever I save this file, it will automatically save. So make sure that you have your Prettier extension installed already. So once I click this, I will go back to my code. As soon as I click save, do you understand? You have seen that it has formatted it for me. Formatting means making your code look prettier and better, look nice. So if I go back again and I'll just scatter the code, do you understand? I'm just scattering the code. As soon as I save it, it will format it for me. So that is the format on save. This will help you. We also have the font size. So you can also come here, go to inside of the setting, select, go for um, um, okay. So I'm going to do this. I'll go to text editor, go to font. All right. Now, the font size, if you want to increase the font size, look at the code here. It is 14 pixel. But if I want to increase the font size, I can come here and say, I want to make it 24. All right. If I save it, go back to my code. You can see it is bigger now. The font is bigger. All right. But I think 24 is too much for me. I might just do, let's say 18. I save, I go back. So it's your choice. All right. It's your choice. Another one we take a look at is what we call word wrap. So I'll try and do this too. So let me go back to my JavaScript. If I continue to say hello, all right. Look at what I'm doing, okay? I have a long text, all right? And it's not wrapping. Look at it, it is not wrapping. This does not look nice. But if I want to do auto wrap, all right? This is what I will do. I will go to the setting. If I save this thing now, all right, it's not wrapping at all and it doesn't look good. It's not wrapping at all. So if I go to setting, would I see it here? Would I see it here? Okay, so if I don't see it here, this is what I will do. Look at this, look at this look at this icon here. The icon, look at this icon, open settings, JSON. Click on it, then come here, do what exactly I'm doing. Instead of this double quote, do editor dot wrap dot word wrap editor.word wrap and mark it to be on or true. It's either you make it true or it's either you make it on or you say true. So I'll save it. Once I go back to my JS, you can see now it has auto formatted it. Sorry, it has actually wrapped it. Do you understand? Even if I try to add more, oh, sorry. What did I press? Sorry about that. So even if I try, okay, look at it. It is just wrapping it. Once it gets to the end, it will wrap it. Look at it. And you see, it is wrapping it. So this is, but if I go on now and mark it off or false, if I mark it false, all right, although it's showing me some errors there. Okay, it's not false. We'll go for true. We'll go for off. Okay, so it is off right now. You can see it's no longer wrapping. But if I go back and mark it on, it will be wrapping. So you need this. These are the basic things you need. Look at it. It is wrapping now. Okay. So small settings, big productivity. This is going to help you so much when you start writing big code. All right. So I think I've explained all this. Autosave helps save. Autosave helps you never lose work, avoid forgetting to save, focus more on learning, enable from go to your auto. So I've just shown how to do this. I'm also showing you the format on save. Okay. Now, don't try to learn everything at once. No, 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 no. Don't try to learn everything at once, one after the other. VS Code is big. I don't even know everything about VS Code. So you will learn it gradually as you go. So focus only on what you need right now. Consistency is greater than speed. Okay. So what next? In the next video, I'm going to show you how to install Node.js and Git for your full stack web development journey. Okay. Subscribe to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to turn on notification if you have not done that. Share with your friends. Okay. This is part of the free 30 days full stack series, free of charge. And if you follow this program in 3 to 6 months, you're going to become a full stack web developer. So join the WhatsApp class if you have not joined the WhatsApp class, and I'll see you in the next class.